So I know what you're thinking. How did that fat goddess make it to this stage tonight? Thank you. Well, the truth is, I have a really, really complicated relationship with my body, as we all do. But my family really helped that be even weirder. I'm from the Midwest originally, a small town in Missouri, raised by a very traditional religious family. And when I was a kid, my parents used to say the most, the weirdest things about my body to me. Like, I would bend over to pick something up, and my dad would be like, "Hey, wide load." And he would just, laugh to himself, and I would just be like, "That's my dad." And I, didn't realize it was, child abuse until, later. In therapy, in college. And my mom went through this phase where she'd lament about her college body, where she'd be like, I used to be, 36, 25, 36. I was only 1 inch bigger than you're supposed to be. And I'd be like, Mom, I'm 9. Also, I'm always gonna be shaped like a rectangle. So why would you tell me about that? You know what I mean? She would just talk about it, and she would just be like, "Don't look at me." She didn't to have her picture taken or anything like that. I made this piece of artwork in graduate school when I was getting my art degree, where I literally plaster casted my torso, and I put it in the middle of the gallery, and I just dressed up like my mom and made this video where I was her yelling at the torso "Suck it in! Stand up straight! You're too fat," because she used to say stuff like that to me. And I never let her see that work because I know it would tear her apart. Because just saying "suck it in" doesn't seem like a big deal, but it is. And so I officially got over my body when I was 26 years old. I was like, you know what? I don't give a fuck. And thank you. I'm beautiful. I like my bush the way it is. I like my belly the way it is. My titties aren't too big. I always wanted, you always want the big ones, and then you're like, my back doesn't hurt now. I'm great with these. But there's one time when I was a teenager that really helped me get there. It helped me springboard to the future. When I was 16, I was sitting in the middle of French class, and I felt this weird bubbly thing on my tummy. It was just kind of itchy. And so I was kind of an impulsive teenager. I go to itch it. And it started itching more. And it just couldn't stop itching it. And I was like, okay, I should go look at what it was. So I was like, "Professeur, j'ai fait pipi." And my beautiful high school French teacher, who would call one student or a group of people sweet children, that's just how she talked to all of us. She was like, "Oh, sweet children, j'ai fait pipi, go, go." And so I go to the bathroom. I'm in the stall, and I look down at this weird cluster of blisters. And so where I've scratched, they've all broken, and there's weird blister liquid on my stomach. And it's okay, that's I probably shouldn't have done that, Should have thought about it, hindsight, So as days go by, the place where the blisters broke, the skin starts to sink in, kind of concave out. And I was like, that's not good. So a few weeks later, 2 weeks later, I'm going to the doctor for a completely separate issue. I went to go get a yearly physical or something. But we live in a country where we don't have universal health care. So while I was at the doctor's, just hey, thanks for the physical. BTW, what's this on my tummy? And the doctor was immediately like, that's a brown recluse bite. And so, just in case if you don't know brown recluses, they're really poisonous spiders that we have in the Midwest. The whole legend is they have a fiddle on their thorax or something. And if you see one, don't piss it out, get it out of your house. And so I've never actually seen one to be there's the fiddle, I got it. But I guess it had bitten me in my bed. And then I had itched it away. And so I was just wow, okay, it's a spider bite. So, but then I was like, doctor, how come I haven't died or anything? And so I was like, people that get bit by spiders usually die if they don't get some kind of inoculation or something, right? And this doctor delivered me. He's known me since day 0, now I'm a teenager. And he gets really formal on me. And he's like, well, Katie, when people get bitten by spiders, that die or have like really bad medical problems, it's usually somewhere like a hand or a foot or like a leg, somewhere that carries blood like right to the heart really fast. And then he took a breath and he goes, the spider bit you somewhere where there's a little extra more tissue. And I was like, so wait, are you saying that being fat saved my life? And he was like, I'm not saying that, but I'm not saying that. Thank you so much.